But what do you believe you got out of your guys tonight despite that?
I mean, it's tough. I think our guys played hard. They tried to do what we were asking them to do, but we had so many guys out of position tonight. It's hard to organize guys, especially when you're losing primary ball handlers, and you've got big guys playing perimeter positions. It's hard to get structure when you got so many guys that are uncomfortable in so many different places.
Well, Coach, for one of the guys pregame, you told us that it's benefited you to have a balanced attack because you have to have that next man up mentality. For Damian Dotson in his first start with the Cavs, what did he show you tonight?
A willingness to compete and the ability to get a bucket. I think that's what he's been able to do throughout his career. Is he is a capable scorer. He's a solid defender. He's a guy who battles. But he can help you score the ball on the offensive end of the floor.
And Coach, you see the Magic again in less than 48 hours. They won on the boards 50-33. So you do have, some time to correct it and see them again. What do you want to change in order to correct that department?
I think we got to be more physical. They've got guys that are crashing from all over the floor. But what we saw is when we did defensive rebound, we could outlet and we could run and we got some easy opportunities. So we got to make sure that collectively we go rebound the ball and try to take advantage of that on the other end.
Chris
Fedor, Cleveland.com. JB, you've gotten off to this better than expected start, according to a lot of people, and all of a sudden now you're down 7 guys. You barely have enough to scrimmage in a practice. Does it feel like a gut punch to what you guys are trying to establish here?
I mean, it is what it is, Chris, and we just got to figure it out. We are down bodies. We talked about adversity, a few games back. And I think this is the epitome of it. So we've got to just figure it out. And, we've got to get the most out of these opportunities that we have. We keep, and we take for granted because we're back in the flow when we didn't have basketball, right? There was a long period of time where we didn't get to play, where we couldn't get together. So we can't take these moments and these opportunities for granted, and we just got to figure it out. And that's what we're going to do.
Have you seen anything like this? Have you experienced anything like this since being a coach?
No, I have not been a part of anything like this, to be honest with you.
Kelsey, go ahead.
Coach Russo, The Athletic. JB, going off of that, when you use a plug-in like approach and but guys aren't comfortable in the positions they're in, I guess, how do you help them to get comfortable where they are in the situation where there's not a whole lot of other options?
We just have to simplify, and then just get back to playing schoolyard basketball. As simple as it can possibly be. Passing, cutting, screening away, and sharing the ball with one another, and then just going out scrapping on the defensive end of the floor. But there's no one who's feeling sorry for us right now. And we won't take that approach where we feel sorry for ourselves. So we'll figure it out and we'll do the best that we possibly can with what we got.
And I guess, especially in the third quarter, what do you attribute just the sudden change in momentum to? Was it, do you think, just being down so many bodies that guys were tired, or did you see a shift in your defense or the offensive flow?
Yeah, I do think we got a little sped up. We were playing hard, but, without a purpose. And again, it's difficult because you're asking so many people to do things that they haven't done before. But we were playing hard and we were competing. Again, we just kind of lost our way in that third quarter, and then they made some shots. And, that was difficult for us to overcome as well.
Thomas, go ahead. All right, we'll go to Chris.
JB, do you have any other update on Dante?
No, he strained his calf. He was in a walking boot when I left the locker room. So I'm sure we'll reevaluate and I'll have more information in the morning.
At this point, have you been able to rule out Achilles?
From what I understand, yes. From what I understand, it's been a calf is what we've seen. Again, we'll have more information, but that's what I was told is that it was a strained calf at this point.
Does it get harder on you as a coach when it's somebody like Dante, who has battled so many injuries throughout the course of his career and was off to such a good, important start for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, it's with all that goes on in this, the most important thing is the people that are involved in it. I think sometimes we might lose sight of that because it's, so, about wins and losses and all those things. But, for us, it's more about the people. And anytime, somebody who you're with, who care about, has that disappointment, you feel that disappointment too. He was playing well. He had a great training camp. It does hurt. It's disappointing. None of us feel it obviously the way that he feels it. But as the group, it hurts us all when one of our guys goes down.
Sorry, go ahead, Chris.
I was just going to ask, did you sense that affecting the guys early on in the game at all?
I mean, yeah, you could tell the guys were bothered, by it. It's one of those things where, we have to make sure we maintain our positivity. But human nature tells you when, your guys keep going down, you have those moments. And we have to do our best to not let those moments turn into long-lasting effects. And we just have to figure out a way as a group to come together and keep growing like we're trying to do.
Thomas, last one for Coach.
Hi, GB, Thomas Cantrell for Cavs France. Sorry for tonight's loss. For the first time, we felt that injuries and absence had a real impact of the team, but I think you can be proud of the way you played tonight. My question will be on the use of Andre Drummond on the offensive end of the floor. He has been tremendous on the defensive end, but once again tonight, he lacks success with his shooting only 5 on 15. So do you worry to see him with such a lack of success? And are you going to try to remedy that?
Yeah, definitely. We have to get him involved on the offensive end of the floor. We have to make his job easier on the offensive end of the floor. There's things that we can do as a coaching staff that can make it better. His teammates can help him. Sometimes, like tonight, they double teamed him every time he touched the ball. So tonight he, would have to be a facilitator. But there's definitely things that we can do to help him, and that's on us as a coaching staff